Hello everyone and welcome back to DET Coach's Beginner's Guide to the Duolingo English Test. In the previous lesson, we used the same template to describe objects and indoor scenes. In this lesson, we'll continue using the template, focusing on natural landscapes. For a landscape image, do not stop at saying beautiful scenery. First explain how the terrain is arranged, then add the vegetation, water, lighting, and spatial relationships. For a landscape image, identify the main terrain or body of water in the first sentence, then arrange the details across the foreground, middle ground, and background. If the image includes the sky, add clouds and lighting. If it does not, use the ground, paths, water, and vegetation to establish depth. The template provides the structure. Do not add content that is not visible simply to fill a sentence pattern. Begin with terrain vocabulary to establish the overall outline of the image. A mountain range, rolling hills, a narrow valley, steep cliffs, and an open plain cover many common landscapes. Ground and vegetation add nearby details. Common choices include rocky ground, dry soil, scattered trees, patches of grass, and dense woodland. You can add location information directly to these phrases. For example, patches of grass extend along both sides of the road. In the classroom image, the main subject is a road crossing an open plain. For the roadside, you can choose dry soil, reddish-brown rock, and patches of grass. You do not need to name every type of terrain. Choose one overall landform, then add 2 or 3 clearly visible surface or vegetation features. A landscape does not always center on mountains. A body of water or a road can also serve as the organizing focus of the description. For water, begin with calm water, a reflective lake, a wide river, and a fast-flowing stream. When a road is visible, you can use a narrow footpath, a winding road, or a dirt track. Directional phrases create a clear sense of space. Winds through, stretches into the distance, runs alongside, and follows the shoreline all explain how features connect. For example, a winding road stretches into the distance and leads the eye toward the horizon. First, identify where the road or water begins in the direction it follows, then add the terrain on either side. This creates a clearer order. Describe only the visible state of the sky. A pale blue sky, an overcast sky, a bright cloudless sky, and soft natural light are useful in many landscape images. A clear sky or thick clouds cannot by themselves tell you the temperature or season, or whether it will rain later. To describe depth, use in the immediate foreground, across the middle ground, and in the far distance. If a vehicle or person is visible far away, you can say a small vehicle or figure provides a sense of scale. When ridges overlap, use overlapping ridges create depth. Finally, select an overall impression supported by the image, such as open and spacious, rugged and dramatic, or peaceful and secluded. Leave room for uncertainty when inferring location and weather. You can say the area appears remote, but do not identify a specific country, season, or climate. Now look at the classroom image in the lesson materials and fill the general template with phrases from the Natural Landscape Vocabulary Bank. During your 20 seconds of preparation time, you can first note a straight road, an open plain, reddish-brown rock, patches of grass, and a small vehicle. The road extends from the foreground to the horizon, while the low cliffs and hills are farther away. This gives the description a clear route from the foreground to the background. Now listen to the complete model response from the lesson materials. This image mainly shows a straight road crossing an open plain. In the immediate foreground, the road occupies the center, while dry soil, reddish-brown rock, and patches of grass extend along both sides. Looking more closely, the road stretches into the distance and leads the eye toward the horizon. Farther back, low cliffs and rolling hills rise beneath a pale, overcast sky. Soft natural light gives the scene muted, earthy colors. One detail that stands out is the small vehicle in the far distance, especially because it provides a sense of scale. Based on the rough, uneven ground and the empty road, the area appears remote, although its exact location is difficult to confirm. Overall, the landscape looks open and spacious, rugged and dramatic, with a quiet atmosphere. This response follows the road from the foreground into the distance, then adds the rocks, vegetation, sky, and vehicle. It does not present a specific location, season, or weather condition as fact. For a landscape image without a visible sky, follow the same order and replace the sky slot with a detail about the ground, water, path, or vegetation. The next lesson will continue using this template while building a vocabulary bank for urban, architectural, and transportation scenes, covering structures, routes, signs, and human activity. For a more comprehensive list of topic-specific phrases and vocabulary, read the corresponding lesson on the DET Coach website. I'll see you in the next lesson.